Hello everyone, my name is Jacek and I'm a technical business development manager in ORing. We have recently released a new work from home solution, which is a perfect choice to operate during these tough pandemic times. And this video guide is going to focus on MagiConnect solution and will show you how quickly and easily you can make the configuration and can access remotely your field site with secured VPN connection. So welcome to our MagiConnect main page, which you can access using the address magicconnect.saas.oringnet.cloud. On this website, you can find the launch button, which will open the MagiConnect portal. But here you can also find some useful resources like user manual, some marketing materials, as well as a contact information to ORing team. This website provides also basic information about system functionality, its architecture, features, as well as a list of all compatible ORing devices. During this video, I'm going to use a device which name is IMG-4312D+-D4G, which is our industrial cellular machine-to-machine gateway, which supports 4G LTE connectivity with dual SIM feature, as well as a Wi-Fi, 2 Ethernet ports, 1 serial port, digital input-output. And like all ORing products, this is a rugged design device, so it is prepared to work in harsh environment in the field, where, for example, wide operating temperature range is necessary. For more technical details, you can click the More Detailed button on the bottom to open the product site. So I will go back to the top of our website and let's get started. I will hit the Launch button to open our MagiConnect console. First of all, we need to log into our member account. So I will use the member login button first. And here you can put the credentials to open your account. If you still don't have the account to our PAS yet, you can use the sign up menu on the bottom to create and register a new account. My organization name is ORingNet. And my email and password are already stored in my browser, so I will simply use it and hit the login button. And this is how our main dashboard of MagiConnect looks like. Here on the right top corner, you can see some helpful tools like language preference. There is user manual download button, so in case of any troubles with configuration, you can always download the manual and follow our step-by-step guide for configuration. You can use a search tool to search for your preferred devices on the list, as well as you can use a filtering mechanism to show your gateways only and the gateways which belong to another users under your organization. Okay, so first of all, we would like to add a new device. So there is a plus button on the right side, which can help you to add a new gateway. After clicking it, a new pop-up menu will appear, and here you can put your new device information. So let's get started with the name. I will use IMG4312D-demo. And another field is for the unique serial number of the device, which you can actually read from the device label. I prepared it before in my text document, so I will simply copy and paste it here to this field. And that's actually it. Only these two fields are mandatory. So if you will click confirm button right now at this moment, the device will be successfully added to the list. However, you still have a chance to add more information about the device. For example, there is a MAC address field. For this field, you always have to remember that you must match the MAC format. In this case, I also prepared the MAC address of my device, so I'll copy and paste it here as well. You can specify the VPN connection mode, so you can choose from the drop-down menu between bridging and routing mode. For demo purposes, I will choose TAP. You can specify the WAN connection type from the drop-down menu. You can choose the connection type which is going to be used by your device. I know that later in my configuration I will be using Wi-Fi, so I will choose wireless client in this case. Next fields are for GPS coordinates. So if you would like to visualize your device location on a map interface, you can use longitude and latitude. For the demo purposes, I will use GPS coordinates of our main headquarters in Taiwan. You can add some description, like for example, this is my demo gateway. You can specify the location, so country and the city. And you can add some remarks for another users of the system, like for example, do not remove or anything you like. After this is done, we can simply click the confirm button. So you can see that the adding is successfully completed and a new small pop-up window appeared, which is showing unique Connect Gateway ID. Right now, you can use this very helpful copy Connect ID button to copy this ID and later paste it in your device configuration. So let's do it right now. And when this is done, you can see the device on the list. It should be also visible on the map interface. So right here, you can open the map. And here it is in Taipei. If there are some other devices in the system with added GPS coordinates, you can also see them right here. All right, so once this is done, we can simply proceed with our gateway configuration. So to do this, first of all, my IMG 4312D device is already connected with an Ethernet cable to my notebook. And now I can access its web interface with the factory IP address, which is 192.168.10.1. And the factory credentials are admin. So if we entered the device web interface, first of all, we would like to make it online. So let's configure the WAN connectivity. So I'll go to basic setting WAN menu, and here you have a possibility to choose between different types of WAN connection. So we have Ethernet connection, cellular, and Wi-Fi. If you already have the SIM card from your telecom service operator, you can go to cellular menu. And here, as I mentioned, you can use two separate SIM cards from two different telecom operators for redundancy. And cellular configuration is usually related with providing proper APN from the telecom operator. I don't have any SIM cards right now in my device, so for the demo purposes, I'm going to use Wi-Fi mode. So I'm going to choose wireless client. And I would like to connect my gateway with the access point. So to do this, we can use the site survey button, which will list all available Wi-Fi networks in the environment. And this is my network. You can always check the security type, which is available in this network, and hit the SSID button with the name. Choose the security type, specify authorization and encryption mode, and put in the key. After this is done, we can use the apply button and wait for a while until the gateway is connected with the wireless network. Once this is accomplished, you should be able to see that the wireless status is changed to associated, as well as there is a one IP address in the top of the interface. Okay, everything looks fine. So if the gateway is already connected, I always recommend to follow some simple steps if you are working with factory settings. In this case, we can go to basic setting, date and time, and change the system time to match current time zone you are in. In this case, I will use NTP server and GMT +2. And you can see that the system time right now is matching the system time in my operating system. Another very important step is always going to System Tools login setting and changing the factory credentials to prevent from unauthorized access to your gateways and increase the security. And last but not least, it's always a good manner to go to the system status system log and select all available options here and save this option to get all the messages from the device for some troubleshooting purposes. If this is accomplished, we can go to M2M Magic Service menu, choose MagiConnect, and the configuration here is really simple. First of all, we need to enable this service and simply paste the Connect Gateway ID that we simply just copied from the MagiConnect portal. We can apply this setting and wait for a couple of seconds until the register status is changed to online. Okay, so we can see that the gateway is already online with our MagiConnect portal. So if we will go back to our MagiConnect portal, you can also see that the status is changed over here. The next step is opening our Connect Client VPN tool and running it on the machine which should have the access to the gateway. So if you still don't have the Connect Client tool yet, you can use the menu on the right top and simply download the Windows installer first. And once the installation file is on your machine, you can simply follow standard installation procedure. So I will open our exe file first, run it anyway, allow the access, follow the process, and that's it. The setup is finished. Once this is done, we can open our Connect Client application from the Windows menu. And the configuration for our Connect Client tool is related only for providing correct Connect Client ID. So to get this ID, you can go back to Connect Client menu and copy Connect Client ID from the console. It's completed successfully. We can paste it here and click Register button to establish connection between the Connect Client and our portal. We can see the tool is already online. We still need to wait to the status change in our portal, which can take several seconds. And that's it. Now, if both Connect Client and Connect Gateway are online, we can proceed with connecting and establishing the VPN tunnel. In this case, there is an action menu where you can basically manage your device. You can modify it, you can check the logs, you can delete it. There is a binding function which is quite useful because it makes this specific gateway a primary one. So later you don't need to enter the portal each time. You can simply use the connect button from the Connect Client tool. In this case, I want to connect it manually from here, so I will use this option. And now we should wait for around 1 or 2 minutes until the connection is established. And as you can see right now in the screen, my operating system is telling me that the VPN connection is already established. The tool is also showing me that VPN and MagiConnect are both connected. And if we'll go back to our router, our gateway, we can refresh this page and should be also able to see that every status shows online and connected. If we'll go back to our MagiConnect portal, we can refresh our interface and see if our device is connected. Yes. And as you can see, there is a new list at the bottom, which shows active connections. This is our gateway that we currently added. And now to prove that we are connected remotely with VPN to this specific device, I will simply go to my network and sharing center of my Windows operating system, and I will disconnect the Ethernet cable, which is between the notebook and the gateway. So you will see that my connection just disappeared. I can close it. And so now I don't have any physical connection with the device. I will go to the command line interface from Windows and try to ping my device from its factory IP address. So 10.1. And you can see I have the reply from the device. Now, if I will close the interface and the same use this helpful tool to open its IP address or web interface, you can see that I still can access it. Correct. So, as you can see, in this few simple steps, we established a secured VPN connection. And now we have remote access to the device and any other device which is under the same network where the gateway is located. So you can, for example, access another PLC's machines in the factory floor, as well as machines with remote desktop to manage them remotely. Thank you very much for watching this video and hopefully you enjoyed. Bye.